Welcome to the reaction wall. To excel in any sport, you will need good visual and cognitive skills. The reaction wall puts your and body movement to you will become. Let's start off with the micro wall. When you hit the first light, another will appear at random. Try and hit the next as quickly as possible, then repeat the process.
When you're ready, put your hands as high as you can and then press L2 or R2.
Great! Ready to move on or try again? The UI panel shows your in-game stats. For reaction times below 300 milliseconds, you will increase your score multiplier up to a maximum of 8. Your reaction time is displayed here and is visualized over time in the bar at the top. Try and keep in the green. Above and below you are light panels. When the top or bottom light modifiers are enabled, you must hit them as part of the sequence. They take a bit more effort, but they reward more points. Ready to go again? Click Continue to go. Great! Ready to move on or try again? Okay, now let's take it to the next level. The reaction wall can be extended to 60 or 180 degrees. There is a visual aid in your headset to guide you to lights outside of your vision. Colored light modifiers can be enabled to make the wall more challenging. When the light is blue, hit it with your left hand. When it's red, hit it with your right hand. Let's test your metal in the 60-degree wall with colored lights enabled. Click Continue to start. Okay, let's look at your stats. The faster your reaction time, the more hits you will achieve, which will increase your score and world rank. Your hand bias does not affect the score. Lastly, let's check out chase mode. In chase mode, the light will move on automatically at an increasing pace. See how many lights you can hit in the time limit. You did great! There are a few more modifiers and wall sizes left to explore at your leisure. And remember, the more you train, the faster the athlete you will become. Good luck, player.
When you're ready, put your hands as high as you can and then press L2 or R2.
Welcome to Hoops. The aim of Hoops is to develop your ability to identify passing lanes and improve your reaction times when playing basketball. The game is simple, and just like basketball itself, the aim is to place the ball through the hoop. The only difference is the hoops are fired at you to the beat of the music.
Let's start off by setting your reach. Hold your controllers just in front of your chest and press L2 or R2.
Great! Now position your hands at either side of the ball. When you pull your hands apart, the ball will eventually drop. This is called your ball threshold, and as you level up, it will become smaller. You could hold a real basketball to get the perfect distance each time.
If you drop the ball, press either L2 or R2 to reset it and position your hands as before.
Now, let's start the music and fire some hoops. Hold the ball in line of each hoop so it passes through. The smaller the hoop, the more points are awarded, and the closer to the center of the hoop, the higher your accuracy. You did great. Now let's look at your in-game UI. This will show time remaining, your score, and in-game stats. Consecutive correct hoops will increase your score multiplier, and the more accurate your hoops, the more points. Below this is your life bar. Correct hoops will increase it, but missed or incorrect hoops will drain your life. You've got to be constantly searching for opportunity and plays in basketball. So let's add in some team.
When a player appears on the court, look for the same colored hoop and pass the ball through to score bonus points. But watch out, they will move and change color to keep you on your toes.
Great. Now let's look at your stats. The arrows indicate if your stats have improved or not since your last session. Your move speed does not affect your score. And that's it. There are several tracks to play and different levels of
Let's start off by setting your reach. Hold your controllers just in front of your chest and press L2 or R2.
Welcome to Rezel. I'll be your coach today. This series of soccer training drills looks at different aspects of heading a ball to improve your overall performance in the real world. For each level, you will be awarded a bronze, silver, or gold shield. You will require at least a silver shield to unlock the next level, and your total score for all levels will appear in the global leaderboard. The options screen is where you can add modifiers to make each drill. Okay, let's get started. Heading is often a skill that is neglected by many in soccer, but knowing how to be effective when heading the ball still holds a huge importance. The best way to master heading is making sure that you practice here in Rezel and outside in the real world. So when you do find yourself in a match, heading technique can be broken into 3 stages: eyes, body, and head. Firstly, you need to use your eyes to judge the trajectory of the ball. Where is it going to land? Where do I need to position myself? Okay, watch for the green light on the emitter. When the ball is launched, judge the trajectory and try to head the ball into... Great, well done. Ready to move on or try again? Next is your body. Once you have assessed the line and flight of the ball, it's important to get body shape and position right. Heading the ball properly comes from your whole body, starting from your legs, through hips and back, up to your neck muscles. Now, try putting one foot in front of you facing forwards, the other foot behind facing out. This will give you good balance and be ready to... Your arms play a vital role when heading to add power and help with accuracy. Position them up and in front of you. Use them for leverage as you pull them back and move your head towards the ball. When you feel comfortable, try and score into any of the targets. Great, well done. Ready? Now, we need to think about where on your head to connect with the ball. We call this your strike point. You want to be achieving a good strike point when heading the ball. This would be in the center of your forehead, where the thickest part of your skull is. Your eyes should be towards the target as your head meets the ball. The part of the ball you make contact with will also affect the trajectory and direction the ball moves in. For example, if you hit the very underside of the ball, it'll travel upwards or behind you. The middle or lower middle will ensure more accuracy. Now try and head the ball to any of the targets. Great. Well done. Ready to move on or try again? Lastly, let's look at the visual aid. You need your arms up to the front and be powering through the ball, almost like you're heading through a picture frame. Use the picture frame to help position your arms. Pull it towards you when heading to add power and increase accuracy. Now see if you can hit all 3 targets heading through the visual aid. Unlucky. Ready to move on or try again? Okay, let's look at the stats panel. After each level, you will be shown your stats. The arrows indicate it, and that's it. You did great. Now you can apply all these techniques. Welcome to Field General Training. I'll be your coach today. Throwing the ball effectively in American football is a fundamental skill. Although we can't recreate the grip and feel of a real-life ball in virtual reality, we can work on power, accuracy, and vision on the field. Field General is a simple game of catch and throw. For each level, you will be awarded the modifier screen is where you can make your highest score for each level will make up your total. Okay, let's get started. Make sure you have your wrist straps attached. You don't want to send your controller into space. The small portal in front of you will eject balls for you to catch. You must then throw the ball back through the larger portal downfield.
When a ball is ejected, use your throwing hand to press and hold L2 or R2 to catch and hold the ball. To release the ball, let go of L2 or R2 at the highest point of your throwing motion. This will help you to reach those long-distance targets.
There is an optimum range of release that you can find with practice. You want to achieve a good trajectory to hit the center. When you score, the ball will be returned from the small portal. Great. Well done. Ready to... Now, let's look at throwing technique. Once you have the ball, square up with your chosen target, then take a step back and rotate your hips. Your feet should be shoulder width apart with your knees slightly bent. This will maintain. Now you need to build force and be on top of the ball. Bring the ball back in line with the top of your... As you start bringing the ball forward, use your... Once the ball is released, it's important not to stop your arm movement. Continuing through the motion will help with your accuracy. Great. Well done. Ready to move on or try again? Now, let's try and achieve the perfect spiral. This is when the ball spins around its axis, giving it less drag through the air, and that looks synonymous with American football.
In the real world, you would flick your wrist. You can do that same movement in VR, but you also need to flick the left stick or right stick towards your body at the same time you release L2 or R2.
If you time this right, you will be rewarded with the perfect spiral and extra bonus points when you score.
Now let's practice on the field. Once you've caught the ball, throw it quickly into the large portal downfield, flicking the left stick or right stick when you release L2 or R2.
Great. Well done. Ready?
Now you might have noticed that the ball is easier to throw further in VR than in the real world. This is down to throw assist, and we use this to make it easier and safer to throw with your controllers.
The assist is set for you each level, but you can change this in the options panel. Lighter options require more power to throw, making it more realistic, and higher options make it easier to throw further. Okay, now let's look at your in-game stats. The further and faster you throw, the more points you will score. Your score multiplier is key to get high scores, and your release time is how long the ball has remained in your hand from catch to release. You need to pick your targets wisely, but don't hesitate too long. The bar below visualizes the ball reset and your sack time. If you catch and release the ball within 4 seconds when it's green, you will be rewarded with more points. And that's it. You did great. Welcome to pocket training. Quarterbacks typically pass the ball from the pocket, which is a fundamental skill as a quarterback. The great thing about VR is that we can get you to practice this exact...
Okay, for this drill, a room scale with a good-sized boundary is recommended. This will form your pocket and ensure no obstacles are nearby.
Firstly, let's talk about how we want to stand in the pocket. You want to be side on with your non-throwings. You need a slight bend in your knees and have your feet at least shoulder width apart for a good... Defenders will come at you from multiple directions, and it is your job to see them in your peripheral vision and take one step to avoid. When avoiding a defender, you want to take the smallest movement possible to avoid the sack. This will enable you to get the ball out as quickly as possible. To achieve this, typically take one step back and always move with your back foot first, making sure to keep your feet wide apart for a good throwing base. When a defender comes right at you, you can move either one step left or one step right depending on their angle. If they are angled to your right, you'll move left and vice versa. Let's try that now. Great job. It always takes a little bit of getting used to, but if you practice it, sometimes defenders will rush around the edge. You'll want to step forward or back in the pocket to avoid this, depending on their angle. This is done with the same principle as moving left and right. Great job. With enough practice, you will eventually become unsackable.
After you have dodged enough defenders, you will enter bullet mode. During bullet mode, you can spawn a football by pressing L2 or R2 on your throwing hand.
The ball will be colored, and you will need to throw it into the matching portal. Just like it, make sure you keep your eyes downfield throughout the drill to find the portal quicker. Let's try. Green. Red. After you've thrown the ball, you'll need to return to the center of the pocket. This is indicated by a blue circle below you. Let's try it now. And that's it. You did great. Now you can apply these techniques in pocket and
Press L2 or R2 to spawn a ball. Press L2 or R2 to spawn a ball.
green.
You will need to scan wide and fast on this level whilst judging ball flight, target color, and opponent position.
Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Baby, hustle, know that they ride or die. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. I keep boys by my side. Baby, hustle, boys by my side. Know that they ride or die. My name came up a lot of sounds. More when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot of sounds. More when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot of sounds. More when I was not around. Certain people that I know, they ain't no longer about. My name came up a lot of sounds. More when I was not around.
Now let's add in some colors. Head the color of the ball to the same color target area.
When you're ready, put your hands as high as you can and then press L2 or R2. Let's start off by setting your reach. Hold your controllers just in front of your chest and press L2 or R2.
Now in this level, you really need to start keeping track of the positions of the portals relative to the defenders. Time your throws well and pick your targets wisely.